I'm Taimur Nabili, and on this edition of 101 East we ask, does radical Islam pose a threat to Indonesia's political stability? Hal Davis reports now on how much social traction these groups are gaining in Indonesia.
Jadi begini, untuk pelatihan itu kita
the training teaches them to physically defend themselves so they can prepare to become soldiers.
Kemudian yang jelas untuk defense.
It's in line with the Prophet's teachings, so we don't go looking for enemies. But if they are there in front of us, it's only right we have the physical strength to defend ourselves because we are obliged to do so.
These men are from the Islamic Defenders Front. They're training in a poor district in the Indonesian capital, Jakarta. The front's members may say they don't go looking for trouble, but they're happy to take the law into their own hands, closing and smashing up bars, brothels and gambling dens.
Itu masih buka, itu kita kasih.
If they are open, we initially give them written warnings and so on. And if they still don't close down, then we will have to go down there and forcibly close them.
Menutup secara paksa. Resikonya kita akan berhadapan dengan polisi.
For many, it's images like these from the Bali bombings in 2002 that continue to stoke their fears about Indonesian radicalism. The Bali attack was carried out by Jemaah Islamiyah, but a senior former member of JI who fought in Afghanistan and with radical groups in the Philippines argues that Bali was an aberration.
The culture of Muslim people is a peace Muslim community. It was disliked like Afghanistan. I was still 6 years in Afghanistan, and I look by my own eyes the culture of Afghanistan. Yeah, so they hard. Their culture is hard. Yeah, since long time ago, they embrace Islam also by fighting, by war. Different in Indonesia, they embrace Islam in peaceful.
That impression of the moderate nature of Indonesian Islam is backed up by the rituals and customs carried out in south-central Java. Here, the inhabitants of this small village see no conflict between their Islamic faith and the offerings they make to the spirits of the fields to ensure a good harvest.
I consider myself a good Muslim because all these rituals are just another way of worshipping. The rice goddess is called Devi Sri. This rice sheaf here you can take home with you and your blessings will multiply. You can also cook and eat it. The various objects we used in the ceremony just now, all of them we give it to the goddess, who has the power over the fields in this area.
It's a comforting picture of a tolerant, easygoing culture, hard to imagine in some states with a stricter interpretation of Islam. For Yeni Wahid, the daughter of a former president and herself a rising politician, it's a serious mistake to see such comments and such actions as representative of Indonesian Islam.
We disagree totally with the violence carried out in the name of Islam. But there's also the issue of injustice that needs to be addressed, especially in the geopolitical arena. And unless this is being addressed, then there will be no meeting point between Western thinking and Islamic thinking. You have to address this issue first, in my opinion.
So while the general picture of a tolerant country is true of Indonesia, there remain dangers. A small minority, especially if angered by what they see as Western aggression, could possibly still resort to violence and extremism.